How you going, beautiful collective of peeps? I am FEG with the 144 energy. I'm showing up randomly in front of you. There's more than likely a quick sticks 10 card tarot reading here for you today. Hope you're all having an awesome source kind of day and all that jazz. And if not, please do trust in the knowledge that you do have the inner strength to get through whatever it is you're going through. And I'll always send you positive healing vibes and some extra strength as well. So I've been guided by Bessie, which is Creator, Source, Spirit, the most divine energy in this universe, the Sun, God, Spirit, if you resonate with those terms, God is the Sun, to use the Intui Tarot deck. So this is a bit of a different deck. It's got a couple of extra cards in this deck, but I was drawn to it, purchased it, and Bessie's like, let's use it for today's quick sticks 10 card tarot read. All right. As I always say, peeps, there is no gender in the tarot, so I could be calling you an empress and you could be masculine. I could be saying you're in your Queen of Swords energy and you could be masculine. It's just the energy of the cards, okay, peeps? And it's a general collective read, so it's not a one-on-one read per se. Everything may resonate and everything may not, you know. So if it doesn't apply, just got to let that shit show fly. So that means it's just not quite a reading for you. But if some of it does resonate, you know, you just got to wear the shoe. If the shoe fits, you just got to wear it, you know. Be accountable for your actions, the things you did and didn't do, the boundaries you didn't have in place with certain people, people pleasing and all that jazz, putting yourself last, etc., and make the changes within yourself to be a better person for yourself and for the world, pretty much around you. All right, we'll give the cards one last shuffle. All right. Yeah, we got through that intro eventually, peeps. And Bestie's like, yeah, we got through that. So there's a little bit of a throat chakra attack on me, peeps. Just bear with me. At least it's not as hectic as what it was yesterday. Like, anyway, that's a story for another day, isn't it? All right. Ready? Let's rock and roll. Beautiful collective of peeps. Let's go, Bestie. 3 of Wands. It's time to start manifesting your dreams. There's going to be big developments coming up. You're going to actually travel for pleasure, work, or love. You're going to level up and get some progress. So you're definitely traveling. You could be coming into a divine union with someone on your travels. You could be traveling to get married, peeps. Like, this is a collective of peeps reading. Okay, but that's beautiful energy is what I'm receiving from that card. It's gorgeous energy. Tell me more, please, Bestie. 9 of Cups. And it's in the reverse. So there's someone that you've left behind that's having a hollow feeling. They're very self-indulgent. They're very materialistic, so that they're more about their assets and about their personality traits and being a loving empath. They're very selfish and they're really that far out of balance. It's not funny. They're into heavy addiction. Their life feels empty and they're overindulging in excess. And this is because of their misactions, okay? So they're feeling empty within themselves. They're very self-indulgent. They've got no love for anyone else except for themselves, so they're in their own little bubble. And they're very, very materialistic and they're addicted to something. They're overindulging excessively. So they could be like heavy drinker, heavy narcotic smoker, heavy pill popper, like those kind of things, okay, peeps? But you're just manifesting your dreams is what Creator Source is saying. So you're not even worried. Yeah, your back's actually to this person. So you could be the divine masculine or divine feminine in this card, but you're past that. You've left all that shit show in the past, is what Creator Source is saying. Okay, tell me more, please, Bestie. New Moon. So it's time to start manifesting your desires. So within a month or the next new moon, a change in direction is going to be happening. You're going to set your intentions. A new cycle will begin. Don't give up. And there's something germinating. So you're planting the seeds for something, peeps, okay? So that's for someone. Good for you, peeps. You're manifesting your desires. So within the next month, so next few weeks, the next month, or the next new moon. I don't know where we are in the moon cycle at the moment. I haven't kept up with that this past week. Okay, tell me more, please, Bestie. It's the 4th card. Hierophant. It's in the reverse. So this person that's having a hollow feeling about themselves, they're very unconventional. They've made some horrific life choices and they're doing the alternate lifestyle. That's where all their substance abuse comes into it. They prefer to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want and they don't care about the consequences in what they're leaving behind in their energetic footprint around themselves. They want to challenge the status quo, and they're only thinking of themselves. Okay, so this Hierophant is a bit of a selfish motherfucker, like I said back there. They're very materialistic and very egotistic, okay? This is someone who knows a bit about the spiritual realm. I've just been guided to look at that. So they know some of the tricks in the Dibby Dabble Dark Divination book. Okay, tell me more, please, Bess. It's this person that's feeling hollow about themselves, that they can't fix that, not even with Dibby Dabble. Ace of Wands. You've got a passionate new start ahead of you, peeps. You're not even worried about this person. So that you've got a new passion for love and life. You're very attractive. Creator Source is saying just live your life and go for it. You're igniting desire. You're a bit of an aphrodisiac to energies around you, apparently. You're very engaging. You've got a lot of chemistry about you, and you're very fertile. So you're going to be manifesting. It's an Ace of Wands card again. So you're going to be manifesting regardless of what this Hierophant's tried to do. But this is a person you've left. This Hierophant in the reverse is a person you've left behind, and they're feeling rather hollow within themselves at the moment. They're very materialistic. Okay, 5 more cards, please, Bestie. Page of Swords. So this Hierophant played mind games with you, was very flippant, had nothing to say, nothing good to say. They like to gossip, so they're a bit of a word witch. They love to gossip. They're very sarcastic and cynical, and they can't speak the truth, so they're very immature in the brain, and they've left you with a lot of, they had left you with a lot of unanswered questions in the past, but you've just fucking left them behind. You ain't got time for their fucking bullshit, immature witch fucking games. Yeah, they're in their 9 of Cups, fucking in the reverse, fucking hollow feeling, and you're heading towards your storybook ending pretty much. So you're in harmony with the universe. You're going to be in a blissful relationship if you're not already in one now. You're very emotionally fulfilled regardless if you're in a relationship or not, or if you're just single and still not quite ready to mingle. You're very stable. You're idyllic. Yeah, you're idyllic. You just want peace, and you are a divine love. So you're a child of the Most High. Okay, so you will be getting your 10 of Cups, your emotional fulfillment, and you're probably even going to start a family with them. Oh, yep, thanks, Bessie. It's like these 3 more cards for you. That'll close out the reading. Okay, we don't need that one. Ace of Swords, and this is in the upright. So your awareness and your insight is on point, peeps. Okay, so you've had an epiphany through your third eye, which is your pineal gland. Epiphany, pineal. Okay, and you've got the clarity about you. You're a force to be reckoned with. You're very decisive. You know how to communicate well, and you've got ideas. You're always full of ideas. You're a truth seeker as well. You're very compelled to tell the truth. You're very focused individual. You're a truth seeker, and you've got a vision. So you can see things. You can see straight through lies and deception and shit like that, peeps. Okay. The Fool is here. Now this is because you took the first step. The Fool is like the first card, major arcana of the tarot. So yeah, this Hierophant in the reverse didn't want you to take this step because this is in the reverse. So the Fools, they were trying to fucking they were spreading gossip and shit saying only fools rush in, but you took that first step towards your Christ consciousness, your spiritual journey. You were guided by Bestie and you followed blindly. You did not waver from Creator Source's direction, what you was being guided to do, and not doing what you've learnt along the way. So this person, this Hierophant in the reverse, was actually holding you back, but they were still acting reckless in the background. They don't believe in Most High. Well, obviously not, especially if they're dibby-dabbling in dark divination bullshit. They're more for the fucking Lord Luciferian side of things. They're feeling rather restless and foolish right now, and that's because they acted impulsively. Yes, I just did insert a swear word in between that, Bessie. Bessie's like, impulsively, eh? I'm like, yes. 8 of Coins. 8 of Pentacles. So this person can't manifest. They don't know how to. They're not a hard worker. So they're really bored and they're complacent. They're really scattered and monotonous. They're just repeating things and not delivering. So they're trying to manifest you back because it's falling underneath the Ace of Wands, this Hierophant in the reverse. It's all work and it's not fucking it's not, so they're manifesting, they're probably fucking saying your name over and over again, like fucking ritualizing it and all sorts of shit, but it's not working, okay, and they're just repeating themselves sounding like a stuck record is what Creator Source is saying, alright, so they're not a hard worker at all, they don't know how to manifest, and this person, this Hierophant in the reverse, was probably using your energy to, well, they're a bit of an energy vampire, and they're using your energy to fucking further themselves on the career path that they're on, and they were siphoning your energy, peeps. That was the only reason like this motherfucker was in your energy. Bottom of the deck energy. This is your major arcana. So you've got the High Priestess. So you've got the some sort of psychic ability with you. You foresaw something and you trusted your intuition. You bang on. So this is your subconscious mind. So the bridge between the worlds. So the 3D world and the 5D world, spirituality. You're in your divine feminine energy. Now you can be masculine or feminine in this physical sense, peeps. We've got masculine on one side of the brain and feminine on the other side, and you've got to balance the two perfectly to align. Okay, it's just one of the ways we align with Most High. There's plenty more steps to do that, that you've got to do and undertake to get to being anointed and fucking, what's the word? Ascending. Okay. But you've got some sacred wisdom under your belt, pretty much. You're trusting your inner knowing. You're diving deep, so you're probably a bit of a researcher like me. And you've gone down rabbit holes left, right, and centre, and discovering so much knowledge and adding it to your knowledge bank, which is your brain. And you're illuminating things. You're trusting your higher self. You're learning about the mysteries of the 5D reality, and your intuition is just very, very calm most of the time. So good for you, peeps. Okay, this is your reading. I'm FUG with the 144 energy. Pay this fucking Hierophant in the reverse, no fucking mind. That was just part of fucking your story. You had to learn from it. Peace, love, and light.